the one that this guy had last week, but basically he just ran wild through the defense.
He made that defense look silly. Out in the open field, he was making people miss, breaking tackles, scoring touchdown after touchdown. And this offense has vowed to find new ways to get him the football. So we're going to see something else that we haven't seen before because of this guy's unique talent in this one.
Yeah, and the defense, all eyes on him. That will be the main focus. More guys in the box. I wonder if it opens up the play-action game and the perimeter throws and maybe some big plays through the air because they know he is the man, he is the guy, he is priority number one.
And he surges up to the 36-yard line, and they'll move the chains. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. They'll leave it with him. Oh, he's got some space. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down. And the Trojans come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Finds his man. It's Marsh. And he runs through one tackle and picks up a few.
And I love the idea of getting this guy screen throws because of his ability after the catch. So nice job getting downfield, getting a hat-on-hat, and giving him a tunnel to run through.
To the ground with the back. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Trojans kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. Back to throw, it's Owens. Fires to the wideout. That one came in hot and it's incomplete.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
Yeah, and listen, I'm going to move this guy everywhere. He was in the slot this time, but I'm not going to let the defense understand where he's lining up so they can double team him, put him in the slot, put him out wide. Either way, find this guy early and often.
This defense really is on their heels. They've been on the field now for a long time on this drive, and they're just getting pushed around at the point.
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Trojans! Precision blocking up front, created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
And he made the extra point without problem. So they put together a 9-play, 75-yard drive and close the deal with a 3-yard touchdown run. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Nevada takes over as the offense returns to the field. They had to stand by and watch that scoring march, and now it's up to them to find a way to answer it. Looking to throw on first down. Snagged in the middle, it's Perry.
And quarterback dropping back, understanding. I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the first down.
They'll run play action. Finds his tight end. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Nice job by the defense staying glued to him. Getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football. Knowing he's a threat, I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the D.
Smith wants to throw. Quickly out to the tight end. Wolfpack will get the first down. They get the conversion there. He used his size and nice moves to get past the chains.
Yeah, I like that. Third and short. Find the big fella, the soft hands, make a quick little move, make the completion, get the first down.
Wants to go up top on first down. Grabbed behind the line. It's Rainey. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
Those screen plays, you really want to sell it, get it to your running back, and get him to the second level. Get him running full head of steam, on a safety, on a linebacker. He almost got going, but just got tackled before he could really do any damage.
He gets it up to the 44-yard line. He'll be marked out of bounds right there as this offense continues to roll. He's looking to throw on 3rd and short. Fires to the middle. He's got an open man. Loose in the middle. Just making a huge play, and he sets him up all the way down at the 14.
As a head coach, you love it when your quarterback is locked in early. Opening drive, throws a touchdown pass. Really nice throw on that last play. Here in the second drive, he's firing on all cylinders. You can tell this guy did his homework coming into this game, and right now it's paying off.
Just a little more room, and maybe he gets it in. He's pushed out of bounds at the 8. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Back to pass. Fires to the tight end. They go up top to get it down to the 5-yard line as they try to pay off this drive.
That's a great example of the defense there tackling the catch. As soon as the big fella caught the ball, down he went, not picking up the first.
Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. He just needed a yard on 3rd down, and there just wasn't any room to pick it up.
And when you call the quarterback sneak, you're thinking, I'm going to fall forward and get at least a yard. But Palmer, that defensive line got in there, and the QB got nothing.
Well, he's got to do a better job with the snap count, too, and try to catch the defense when they're napping. Right there, everybody was set and ready. And one more of those type plays, and this dude's losing his quarterback sneak privileges.
And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. What a good mix of plays, keeping that defense off balance last time, David.
And Reese, they don't know if it's run or if it's pass. They got them right where they want them. This defense doesn't know how to react from getting punched in the mouth on that last drive.
So on this next drive, David, I think you keep running the football because that sets up the play action, it sets up the RPO game, and then you keep this defense guessing.
Back to throw, it's Owens. Catch in the middle, it's Matthews. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. That throw and catch, a really good example of why coaches don't want a quarterback to get stuck on a particular target, isn't it, David?
Yep, that's exactly right. Find the guy who's open because you got so many guys that have so much speed that can do so much damage on the field. Find my matchup.
Breaks into the open. And they get him out of bounds after an explosive run, just chewing up yardage along the way.
Every time he touches the ball, you can feel the excitement from this home crowd because Palmer, he can go the distance with that game-breaking speed.
You're right, David. He's a special talent. I'll tell you, these fans, they come here to see this guy play because he has game-breaking speed. Stuff you can't coach. You saw it on that play.
And they'll get enough for the first down, and that's how things will come to a close here in the first quarter. We're through one, and what a back-and-forth battle between these two quarterbacks as we look at the stats. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. Here's the handoff. Doing damage on the ground as he runs it down to the 11-yard line.
Really nice first down run, and you're seeing why this running back is an every down type back. He can run between the tackles, he can run outside, he can catch the football, he can block. This guy can do it all.
Going to swing it on second down. Touchdown USC! That's the way you finish a drive and put up points.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Nevada takes over as the offense returns to the field. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. Complete to start this drive. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
I mean, getting suffocated right away. How about the DB? Just seeing that initially, pulling the trigger, getting to him, get him on the ground, get the tackle for a loss.
Just a short pass to the tight end. Good call, good execution as they move the chains and they have a first down at the 38. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Smith dropping to pass. Quickly to the tight end. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
Nice route there by the tight end, making it real easy for his quarterback to find an easy completion.
So now it's second and long. Trying play action. That's reeled in. It's Penny. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short.
This is a fullback who can be a weapon in this offense. He can block, you can hand it off to him, he can also catch the ball.
They'll try to sneak it. Just nowhere to go against this defense to find that single yard he needed on third down.
Well, they say low man wins, and on that third down, the defense, they were expecting quarterback sneak. Did you see how low the D-line got? And they were able to just stymie that offense for no gain.
Needs it to keep this drive alive. Will not get there. A fourth down stop. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. 3 tight ends in the formation on 1st and 10. Handoff to the single back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
And when you play defensive end, it's all about getting off the football. You can tell, gets off the football really fast, gets in the backfield, gets the running back before he knows what hit him. What a play by the defensive end.
Finds the tight end. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. And the Trojans line up, trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Caught near the sticks. It's Marsh. Moving deeper into enemy territory. Move the chains. It's first down at the 27. The Trojans come to the line with a new set of downs. On the run, it's Bray. Picks up the first down. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. On first down, here comes this offense. Use the play fake, now to throw. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
And offensively, that is not ideal. That is not what you want. But you know what? Now you got a little bit more space. It's harder the closer you get in tight to the end zone. So now you got a little bit more space. Maybe you can make those throws out on the outside, spread them out a little bit, and throw the football.
What a hit by the defender. That's a good throw, and that was going to be caught, but how about the defender dislodging the football from its intended target? Nice job.
On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Pass is incomplete, but a lot of contact there. I think it's going to be pass interference and a first down.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referee's caught it.
And the Trojans will try to put one on the board on 1st and goal. And he takes it in for a score. Touchdown, Trojans.
One thing this team has shown early this year, it does not take them long to find their footing. They get off to fast starts. That was critical for them, winning their first game, and you've seen it here in this one too. They show up ready to go. There's no sleepwalking. I think you got to give this coaching staff a ton of credit for putting their players in good positions to have success.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Nevada takes over as the offense returns to the field. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover, this game is entirely different.
He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed.
They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20. The Wolfpack will line up to punt it away. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Coverage team does a good job and touches it dead. No return on this one.
This punter is such a weapon. And because he's able to get that ball down deep in his opponent's territory, that really helps out the defense. You're now forcing the opponent to drive the field to score points.
To the air, it's Owens. Intercepted, a turnover in their own territory. Touchdown, Wolfpack! The defense takes matters into its own hands.
And doing a great job in coverage. Obviously, you got to play run first as a linebacker always. That's your first thought process. But then reading the QB's eyes, breaking on the football, catching it. And then from there, it was easy. Just take it right to the house.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Week in and week out, guys, you never know what's going to happen in college football. Check this out. LSU is currently ahead in this one in Death Valley, but I can see Mike the Tiger out there pacing. This has been a very close game. They're up by 6 over UTSA. We've got our eye on things here and everything else going on right now, and any updates, you'll see them here, guys.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
Handoff from the gun. There he goes! And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they'll talk it over to see if they can build on this lead before halftime. Here comes the offense on 1st and 10 from the 47. Wants to throw on 1st down. Oh, what a spectacular layout and catch. How about the zip this junior put on that ball to pick up the first down? The Trojans come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Gets it out quickly. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few.
And offenses nowadays, they're really just counting numbers. How many guys do you have out wide? How many guys do I have out wide? If I have enough guys to block your guys, boom, it's just built into the offense. Pitch, catch, let me get a few yards.
And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. And the Trojans are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short.
This slot receiver gives defensive coordinators nightmares. You have got to double him virtually on every pass play. He better have safety help over top. Otherwise, this guy's a threat to score every time they throw the ball.
The Trojans pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Quarterback making adjustments. Looking downfield, it's Owens. Makes the grab. They've got it down to the 3-yard line. Really well done on that throw and catch. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Going to work on 2nd down, and the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Looking to fire. Finds his big tight end. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. 3rd down. They can't pick up the first without scoring. Lets it fly. Touchdown, Southern Cal. The offense puts up 6 for that trip to the end zone.
And that's the way you execute on offense, man. You keep your foot on the gas. Try to make this a 2-score game. You do with that touchdown. This offense executing beautifully. The defense is going to have to find something in the second half to get some stops.
And they did tack on the extra point. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Nevada takes over as the offense returns to the field. This late in the half, you're behind. You'd love to create something before the break to build momentum, Jesse.
But you've also had some miscues on offense, a big part of why you're losing the game right now. I'd take it into halftime, make my adjustments, and come out ready in the second half.
Yeah, I'm going to take it into halftime too, Paul. But I'm trying to put some points up right here. Be aggressive, set the tone, be like, hey, listen, this is what you're going to get in the second half, so find something really quickly you can go to.
Fires to the big fella. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down. Smith wants to throw. Fires to the big fella. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Quick tempo, no huddle offense. Second down, clock's running. Wants to go up top. Fires to the tight end. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the first down. The offense burns its third and final timeout of the half. On third and short, they'll try to convert through the air. Couldn't find a man and just had to throw it away to avoid a negative play. The Wolfpack will have to bring the punt team onto the field. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Fields the punt and try to pick up some yards. He'll be brought down, and that's the final play of the half. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, looks like we've had a compelling start to things there in Los Angeles. And how can we begin our analysis of that first half without singing the praises of one of the elite backs in football? Racking up huge numbers on the ground, even throwing the occasional block. This kid is the total package. And if this defense doesn't adjust its strategy, he could be headed towards a career day.
Nevada set to kick off to start the third quarter. The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. If it's working, why change it? And that running game was working in the first half. I imagine we'll see a lot more of it here in the third quarter.
And you just know the offensive line was telling their coordinator, put this on us. Let us continue to go out there, push these guys around. We can put this game on our back and end this thing by running the ball.
And this is a manhood question for this defense. Like, as a defensive lineman, and you're pounding the rock, like, I got to physically rise to this challenge. This defense has to play more inspired and more physical in the second half.
From the 39-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Looking to throw, it's Owens. It's complete to the left. Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the first down. And the Trojans in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Back to pass. Caught near the sticks. It's Napier. He's knocked out of bounds. They'll mark it at the 44. Now they've got it at the 44 on 1st and 10. Snap it to the back. Creates a little room. Nice move there. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down. The Trojans kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. Looking to throw on 1st down. Got a man. It's Napier. And he's brought down after a nice gain. From the 7. Yard line, threatening threatening to score on 1st and 10. They've marched to the red zone, and here they go. Right on the money. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall.
Well, this offense knew coming into this game they wanted to try to attack the middle of the field in the passing game, and they're able to execute the in route there. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down.
Got it! They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a 1st down.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. This offense had so much success in that first half, so in the 3rd quarter, they come out, and the quarterback looks like he's still dealing. This has been a really nice drive. That was a really nice throw. Just keep doing what you're doing if you're on offense.
Got his man quickly. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. The pass play they hoped would spread the defense out, create a one-on-one opportunity, but they were equal to the challenge.
Yeah, and that's a play the receiver would love to have back. It looked for a second like he might be able to break that tackle and score a touchdown. Just wasn't able to get it.
And he will score! Touchdown, Trojans! If this dude were a kitchen knife, he would be slicing the tomatoes so thin your in-laws would never come back to your house.
Well, that'd be a good thing. I don't know if I want my in-laws to come back anyways, but he's been on fire. He's been absolutely torching this defense. They've had absolutely no answers for him.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Nevada takes over as the offense returns to the field. They're looking at a 21-point hole. There's still time to do some work, but there's also no time to waste. Got a little space. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. They'll give it to the back. Finds his way for 3 after the 33.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. A lot of times we don't focus on it enough. How important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
It was so important this offense was able to find a way to get in the rhythm, and the running game is now helping that. 2 straight punts on their previous 2 drives. This drive, though, they're having a little bit more success. Big reason why is this running back. He's been able to find some creases to run through, and it's really helping out this offense.
The Wolfpack now has its work cut out on 2nd and long. Smith dropping to pass. Working the middle, it's complete. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. And this offense is desperate to keep this drive alive, trailing by multiple possessions, and it's getting late. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Got it in the middle, it's Brown. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the 1st down. Nevada will be forced to punt. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. And he is knocked down immediately. Brave to try the return, though the coach might have preferred a fair catch. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. Man, what a drive last time for the touchdown. That passing attack was lethal, David.
Yeah, and you hear all these stupid commentators like me and Jesse talking about create balance, run and pass. No, when you throw that good, spin the ball around.
So the defense has to find a way to affect the quarterback on this drive, because last drive he had way too much time to throw.
They'll go back to the air on 2nd down. The quick out.
And these quarterbacks have to really trust their wide receivers that they're going to be disciplined and run to the right route when they're throwing that ball to the outside like that, because those corners are sitting there on the inside, and the worst thing that could happen is to miss inside and that quarterback be going the other direction.
Doesn't quite make it to the 1st down marker. He's a yard short.
One of the things I love about this defense is they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating. They understood the down and distance. They knew exactly what they needed to do to make the tackle to force the punt. That is
turning it on. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a 1st down at the 37. That's the mind. This entire offense, they're not going to let you off the hook just because it's 4th and 1.
And that running back, he wanted the ball too. You could see there right after the third down play, looking at his sideline saying, give me the ball, I want to go get this. I'm going to make a play for my team, and he comes through big time.
He makes the catch. And perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle as they get him down at the 37.
Well, he hauls that pass in. Big play for the offense. The Trojans have had such a history at this receiver position, right? You go back to Mike Williams, Keyshawn Johnson, Juju, and then Jordan Addison. There's always a playmaker on the perimeter of the field for the quarterback to take advantage of, and they've got to keep feeding this guy the football. He is dangerous.
Now on 2nd down. Back to pass, it's Owens. That's caught, it's Bray. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Ooh, that's a great tackle by the linebacker. If he doesn't make that play on the running back catching the ball on the flat, that might be a big gainer. Nice job with fundamental tackling defensively.
3rd down play from the gun. Grab near the marker. It's Bray. They've got enough for the 1st down, and they're in the red zone at the 20.
I don't always have to push the ball down the field. I love when QBs drop back, looking at matchups. Oh, I got my running back. I think he can get the 1st down. Give him the football. Let him be an athlete with the football in his hands after he catches it. Nice job by the QB. Nice job by the running back.
Got it in the middle. It's Napier. Into the house. Touchdown, USC. My goodness, he is putting on a laser show right now. Leinart, Palmer, Pat Hayden, Marinovich, you name it. These guys are going to be looking up at this dude.
Just spinning the bean all over the yard. That's why you come to USC. Those names you mentioned, and you know that ball's going to be in your hands. You get to go make plays, and he is doing exactly that.
Time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. Got the quick completion. They get him down, and that'll be the final play of the 3rd period. As we head to the quarter break, it is USC holding the lead. This has been a complete obliteration so far, as the 3rd quarter stats will show you. As we enter the 4th quarter, let's see if anything memorable can come from this one. So the final period starts with a 2nd down play. Jones to throw. Grabbed over the middle. It's Young. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. This is where you make the money on the drives. Ball at the 30. It's 3rd and short. From the gun. Wants to pass. He's going to let one fly down the middle. Couldn't quite haul it in. They almost had their first pick here late in the game. Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. 4th down attempt coming. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Makes a grab past the marker. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. The Wolfpack with a 1st and 10 here. Use the play fake, now to throw. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down.
At this point of the game in the 4th quarter, it is going to be tough for this offense to get some completions here, because now, trailing by this much, the defense is expecting pass, and they're putting a whole bunch of extra DBs on the field to help them out in coverage.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
He hurls one deep down the left side. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down.
This was my favorite time to be a defensive lineman, man. You get up big, late in the game, you know it's past. You're just teeing off on the quarterback. The defensive backs, they're bailing, playing those deep passes. It is hard to play offensive football in this situation.
Got his man. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a 1st down.
Man, those plays are frustrating on a defense. You get 3 stops, and you force that 4th down, trying to get off the field. But the offense makes the play, gets the 1st down. It's almost like you got to kind of recalibrate, refocus. Forget that one. Let's do it again.
And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Nevada, after throwing it in reverse, has a lot of work to do on 2nd down. Jones wants to throw it. Blasted as he lets it go. Makes the catch. It's Wiggins. And he's almost to that 1st down marker there, saying he's a little bit short. They might want to bring out the sticks and measure, but it looks as if he'll be just short of the 1st down. He'll keep it on the sneak. He just needed a yard on 3rd down, and there just wasn't any room to pick it up. Down in the 4th quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on 4th down. Trying to do it on the ground. Oh, he's got some space. They finally get him stopped, and this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play.
I love offensive play callers that are aggressive. Going for it on 4th down, check. In your opponent's territory, now here's an opportunity where you might be able to be aggressive again and take a shot.
Got some room in to the goal line. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Nevada!
Well, it's a nice job there executing the run play and getting in for the score, but you got to wonder, guys, is it too little, too late? They're still trailing by a ton here in the 4th quarter.
And he puts through the extra point. The deficit is huge. This one is all but over, but they'll keep trying and line up for the onside kick. They were ready for the onside kick and executed perfectly, and they secure the football. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. And what a drive that was the last time they had it. Basically the length of the field. Much better starting point this time. Makes the catch. It's Marsh. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be 1st down. He just keeps piling up numbers with completion after completion in this standout performance.
And I think some people might say late in the game, you got the win, everything's at hand, be a little bit conservative, or you just say, I'm just going to keep doing me. And what I do with this offense is throw the football all over the yard, and I'm going to try to win me a big trophy at the end of the year.
Down to the 12-yard line, it's 1st down. To the air, it's Owens. Here comes the heat. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. Wants to keep it in the air. Working that left side now. Touchdown, Trojans! And they take it in for 6 more points.
Nice job on the route and catch by the tight end scoring that touchdown. And it doesn't matter what play this offense calls. All game long, everything has been working. This has been a master class in offensive productivity.
USC, Nevada, 21.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Nevada takes over as the offense returns to the field. Looking for room, it's Jackson. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Looking to fire. Unloads it left. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up.
The number one objective for a defense is to make the offense one-dimensional. Well, when they're trailing by this much late in the game, they're one-dimensional. They have to pass the football. We can bring more speed on the field. You see it. We know you're throwing the football. Nice break on the football. Nice interception. This one's almost over.
Knocked down after a 3-yard gain to the 25.
And I know you can play these late-game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position. You're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
Quarterback needs to make a better throw there. Incomplete.
And you've seen this formula work at all levels of football. You pressure the quarterback, his numbers start to drop. He's not as efficient. Nice job by the defense.
Back to pass, it's Owens. Quick strike complete. That'll be enough for a first down, and they've got it at the 16-yard line. And the Trojans come to the line with a new set of downs. They'll run it, trying to drain time off the clock. Stopped at the 13-yard line as they try to turn this into points. The officials stop the clock for the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is that much closer to victory. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Second down, he'll throw it. Going for 6. And he's got it in the end zone for a touchdown. This is an absolute blowout.
After that amazing performance in week 1, this offense wasn't content. They left some plays out on the field, even though to get that win. I feel like they've taken another step. They've raised their intensity level. They've raised their execution. This team is going to be a contender this year. You can just feel it.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Nevada takes over as the offense returns to the field. This thing got out of hand on them, but they'll try to finish with some pride here.
And this one was a beatdown. And there's nothing you can do about it because this one's over. Jesse, now we got to start progressing for next week, for the rest of this season, so we don't let one bad game turn into 2.
Yeah, there are very few teams out there that won't watch game film, but they may want to skip this one. I mean, because it may hurt their confidence. They just need to turn the page and get ready for the next opponent and forget this day ever happened.
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Wide receiver going in motion. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Tight end finds a soft spot. And that had all the makings of bug meat windshield, but how about the little corner taking on the big tight end and keeping him from getting the first? Jones to throw. Unloads to the wideout. Finds space on the right. And he's brought down after a nice game.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the first down.
Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
Well, this defense is not going to be patient with this quarterback. They know that they have to affect him and they have to dictate to him. So that time, they send the blitz. They're not even giving him an opportunity to sit back there and peruse the field. They flush him out. They're able to rally to him and get him down to the ground. I like the aggressive nature of the defense here.
Off play action. He'll loft one deep down the left side. A sensational grab down the field there as they try to at least put a positive spin on the end of this game. Touchdown, Wolfpack!
And a nice touchdown, continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense continuing to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. What a feeling this has to be, David, in complete control and headed toward victory formation.
Yeah, no stress, under a couple minutes left in the ball game. Well in hand. These are the ones, Jesse.
Breaks into the open. He's got enough for the first down, and that ought to do it. They ought to be able to run out the clock from here. Big chunk play to start this drive. Now they'll really try to take it to this defense. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Matthews. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll run it out of the shotgun. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
On the play. Brings up second down.
Guys, this is a really good